Welcome back. This is a quiet time of year. Folks are always looking for something interesting to do. And if it's free, all the better.
I love free.
Yeah,
I love
me too.
free. Well, how about strolling through a $70 million renovation and expansion of Lucas County's Convention Center, formerly known as the Seagate Center. It's now the Glass City Center. And that's where we find our John Monk this morning. So, John, a really easy commute for you this morning right downtown. But this is a brand new facility, and many people will get the opportunity to view it soon.
Yeah, that's right, Stephen. I mean, usually with my beat, I'm going to Finley and Tiff, and I could have walked to work today from the station. So we're here in downtown Toledo in the formerly known as Seagate Center. It's the Glass City Center. They've just wrapped up their $70 million renovation project and expansion. I'm joined with Steve Miller, who's the general manager here. Steve, thanks for having us.
Yeah, good morning.
So start from the beginning. You were telling us before we went live, you guys started this process back in 2019 before COVID and before all that supply chain issues started up.
Yeah, we started in November of 2019. This is the new space we're in now. This was about $48 million of the project.
Wow.
And then, you know, we just finished up and opened the last week of August, and we've had quite a few events already in September and October and into November, and you know the first quarter looks really busy as well, and you know it's an opportunity now for us to do this open house on Saturday.
Absolutely, and you know we've seen the construction from the outside, you know, through the entire process. And as Steve mentioned, we're not even in the traditional conference center. We're in the new ballroom upstairs. So I guess you talked that there was a study that showed that you guys needed this space to continue the growth of what the convention center offered for Toledo.
Yeah, the Lucas County Commissioners commissioned a study about 8 years ago to try and figure out what to do with the convention center, because we know we have a beautiful ballpark, we have a beautiful arena. The convention center was a little tired, and what do you do next? And what they decided after the study was that we needed to build a ballroom in order to get conferences and conventions and association business into the Toledo market. And you know the renovation of the new Hilton's Hotel has really made a big difference as well, and you're going to see a lot of these associations start to come to Toledo now.
Actually, as you said, you're bringing people back who hadn't been in Toledo in almost 20 years for their conferences, and you've already hosted a wedding reception, you said, in this venue as well.
We had a wedding reception on New Year's Eve. You know, only in a third of the space. If you saw the space when you shot the camera, this is a big space. It can seat 900 for a banquet, which is the largest banquet facility in Northwest Ohio, probably by far, almost double the next closest. And so we can do a lot of cool things in this space.
Excellent. And so why don't we step outside here? We're going to follow my cameraman Kenny. This is the space just outside of the ballroom, and it has now arguably one of the best views of Fifth Third Field that you can get outside of Hensville or actually being inside Fifth Third Field.
Yeah, this is our pre-function space. As you said, the view of Fifth Third Field is spectacular. We've got tons of restrooms down the way now. This can be its own space, or it can be a combination of what we're doing in the existing renovated convention center as well. But we can do multiple events in the building, which is really kind of a cool thing too.
Excellent. So the reason why we're here today is because you guys have been open for a while, but you really haven't opened the doors to the general public. So talk about what you're offering folks on Saturday.
Yeah, so Saturday we're going to have a public open house from 11 to 2. It's an opportunity for the public just to come in and see the space, because like I say, $70 million gets you a lot. And the old Seagate Center was opened in 1987, and so it was a pretty tired space. It's now all renovated, new paint, new wallpaper, new flooring, new lighting. It's a beautiful space, and we're going to have free snacks and soft drinks. We're going to have Ramona Collins and Jeff Stewart going to be performing sets here live from 11 to 2. There's all kinds of different things that are going on. It's just an opportunity for the public to come and see this space, because frankly the Lucas County Commissioners did this. It's the taxpayers' building. We want to showcase it.
Yep. And I have to apologize in advance, because I'm still a guy who calls it the Imagination Station COSI occasionally, so it might take me a bit to stop calling this place Seagate Center, because you're a little nostalgic for the old place. And one of the things you guys are going to be showing, come over here Ken, they have a bunch of old Seagate Center memorabilia. There's a pen here. There's a little letter here. So, and there's a bunch more downstairs that we'll show later in the day. But also, people who are going to be a little nostalgic for the old will have a chance to take back a piece of history with them.
Absolutely, and we wanted to showcase this facility for the public, because that's what it's about. But we have a lot of these little trinkets, we call it, that we use to, for sales tools and that kind of thing, and we wanted people to have a piece of the history.
Yeah, excellent. All right, so thanks for having us, Steve. We really appreciate it. I'm going to walk around and get some more beauty shots of the new Glass City Center, and we'll have more on the open house and everything that's new here in downtown Toledo coming up later today at 5:30. But for now, reporting live from downtown Toledo, I'm John Monk, WTOL 11.
All right, John. Thank you very much. He calls it COSI still.
Yeah. My wife
He's
does
not the
too.
only person,
My wife
yeah.
grew up here, so she calls it COSI as well. Yeah, I have to correct it.
Old habits die hard, right? Yeah.